Pastor Adam Levecki here. I'm with my good friend, Pastor Reginald Celestin, and there's a real difficult situation going on in Haiti. We want to inform you about it and then invite you to participate in helping the reality in the situation. So there's something called an IDP, which is an internally displaced person. It's basically like when someone becomes a refugee in their own country. And due to some of the unrest and the gang violence, this has been a reality. Pastor Reginald, when was the last time you were home in Carrefour?
Hi, Adam. I have one. The last time I was in Carrefour was like 4 months ago, right before we had the last crusade we had at the main city of Haiti.
Okay, so Pastor Reginald has not been home to his main primary residence where he leads a church in 4 months. So that's the first situation. So what's been happening in the Carrefour area that has caused people to migrate to the south?
What had happened, many cities were taken by gangs some years ago. So Carrefour was in the middle of it. Like we had Font-Martissan, Font-Amara, which are the two cities right before Carrefour.
Yep.
And the city right after Carrefour, which is Marigny, has been undertaken by gangs. But 4 months ago, the gangs, they overpowered, they took Carrefour hostage. So now many people cannot live there because it's like every corner of the city you go, you see people with guns. Not like many matters, we're talking about war guns.
Yeah, M4,
so
military grade weapons. Yeah.
Exactly, which makes the situation very, very difficult. It's like you open your gate, your door, and you're just seeing people in front of it, and they are insulting people, like ransom, giving money to them, So the situation became very, very, very difficult. So for our church in Carrefour, we had to close the church and take, as many people as we could to a camp in Cavaillon, since this is our second branch, where we have gone to church. So now we plan for 70 people. So in the middle of it, we are receiving phone calls of people asking us, to welcome them if we can receive them. And some people I had to not answer, to put down, But so far, we have in our compound about 120 people that we have to feed every day, So we got 2 orphanages, and so this is the situation.
Yeah. So those guys with guns, they're not there serving and protecting. They're there extorting, and they use fear and coercion to steal and rape. And so it's really dangerous. And just for people who are listening, to give them a context, Carrefour is a city of probably around 1 million people, probably at least 900,000 people. And so you're talking about a city that has been overtaken by gangs, where gangs move with immunity and they do basically whatever they want with virtually no consequences. And so it's kind of a lawless situation. And so then they fled to the south. Pastor Reginald has a church down there, and there's a school, basketball court. There's a whole bunch of stuff down there. And so now he's trying to feed roughly 120 people every day. And so that's a lot of money. And if it's in your heart to help, you can go to WeSeeJesusMinistries.com/give/projects, and you will find a project about feeding people in Haiti, in Cavaillon. We have another project called Feeding Prisoners. We've been feeding prisoners for a couple months now, and they're actually in the city of Carrefour, and those people were literally across the street from where the church used to gather. So the situation is really difficult, and yet in the midst of that, you're doing a great work. You're receiving people, showing hospitality. And so if you want to help, you guys go to the website. Again, WeSeeJesusMinistries.com/give/projects, and you can give. I also encourage you to keep Pastor Reginald in your prayers, because it's a lot. There's a lot going on there. And I want you guys, just for a moment, for those who are listening, watching, to really think of and really understand. Imagine being a refugee in your own country, and some of these people have fled in the middle of the night with just a few backpacks, or what they could take with them in their car, if they have a car, what they could carry on their person. And so this is a situation that is really dire, and the Lord has opened up an effectual door for us, and God willing, we're scheduled to do a crusade, open air gospel meetings in the first week of August with Pastor Reginald and Pastor Riminson, and we're excited for that. So keep the ministry in prayer. We're going to minister some leaders. There's a lot of great things going on, but I want you to understand that what's happening in Pastor Reginald's neighborhood is very serious, and we would really appreciate you to prayerfully prayerfully consider supporting this work of literally just feeding people, because it's 120 people in the compound. People are like staying in classrooms because school is not in session. It's really a difficult situation, and we could really use your help. So anyway, thank you for watching, listening, and if you want to help, again, you can go to WeSeeJesusMinistries.com/give/projects, and we would really appreciate that. Bless you guys.
Yes,